I just want to do a quick, stupid little video. You know what? I got this old engine here that I've been trying. I actually freed it up. It was stuck. And then, as you can see, I got it freed up. And let's see. I don't know how good you can see it, but there's like tons of play in that rod bearing. So one thing I've always wanted to do. I mean, this engine's pretty much shot anyway. You can't even find parts or anything for it. I thought it was cool because it had this gear reduction box on it. It's like 5-to-1. I've always wanted to make one of those steam engines where you convert like a 4-stroke engine over to like 2-stroke by putting lobes on the cam 180 degrees apart, and then you hook air into the exhaust port, and the intake port becomes the exhaust, and make like a compressed air steam engine out of it. I've always wanted to try that. So hey, what the hell, let's try it. So I'm gonna get this thing pulled apart and see if I can get the cam out of it and get a couple lobes welded on the other side of the cam, and who knows, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, I don't know. I've always wanted to try it though. It's pretty cool if it does work. Well, that's cool. I think that's what it was going to look like in there. It's like a bull gear, I think they call it. Cool. Just a little gear. Huh. That's neat. Not really sure how the cam comes out on this thing. I think that pin comes out. Yeah, it looks like you drive that pin out. Let's get the rod taken off. I already had this thing apart. I wasn't really going to share it, and I decided to. I thought it'd be pretty cool, I guess. That's cool. I was hoping I didn't have to take the connecting, or the piston out to get the rod off, or to get the crank out rather. As far as that goes, I'll just probably drive this crank out. That's such a weird thing. I've never seen this before. There we go. I think I got it. There it is. Such a weird thing. Never seen that before. Huh. Whatever works, I guess. Yeah, so I guess all you do is weld another lobe 180 degrees apart from these. Alright, well now it's time to weld up the camshaft here. I'm gonna weld the lobes opposite side. You know, this kind of reminds me of the video I made not too long ago, where I made the big cam engine. Make sure you watch that. It's pretty stupid. Yeah, I hope this engine isn't something like that's super valuable. I'm just destroying it. I can't imagine so. It was in the weeds. I think that's good. Alright, now it's time to give her the cam grind. Damn it. I don't know why they do stuff like that. Alright, I got that piece of shit off of there. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good there. They look like they're about 180 degrees off. Not perfect, but close enough for this stupid project. Well, I got this all somewhat polished, decent. Not 100%, but see if it works. I don't know. One mistake that I made was when I took this thing apart, I didn't check to see if there was any timing marks or anything. The only thing I see is this hole that's on one side of this, but on the crank gear, there's absolutely nothing at all. So, just throw it back together and try to time it by feel or whatever. Maybe I'll see something as it goes together, who knows. Really weird setup. Never seen anything like this before. Looks like a good way to crack the block. I'd imagine doing this the right way, you'd have a press. If we crack the block, I guess the video's over, right? Like that. Oh, there we go. It actually went in. Look at that. That's pretty cool. You know, a few years back I did a engine similar to this. I welded an exhaust lobe on it, an extra one, so the thing would act as a Jake brake. Those of you that are familiar with truck engines know that the Jake brake opens the exhaust valve on the compression stroke to release the pressure. And that's exactly what I did, something to this. That thing sounded so cool. You know what? In the future, I'll do another video like that so everyone can see. I tell you what, I did it to two engines. I did it to a weed eater engine, and I did it to an engine like this. And you turned it over with a drill or something. It sounded so cool. It actually sounded just like a Jake brake. It's awesome. So I'll do that again with one of these. Maybe if this don't work out, Now I'll try to do something like that. Yeah, I don't know. That sucks because I don't know how this thing was timed. I'm gonna have to spend some time here and try to figure out how this thing was timed. Let's see that one. Alright, I really don't want to take the piston out because I gotta try to compress the rings to get it back together, but yeah, this is what it is. Well, kind of curious to see what the piston looked like anyway. This thing was locked right up when I got it. The piston's not coming out of there too easy. Oh. Wow. Actually surprised how hard it's coming out because it didn't spin that hard once I freed it up. Oh, it flew right out of there. Yeah. Yeah, this piston's seen better days, that's for sure. Oh yeah, wow, holy crap. It's stuffed right up pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, well, when it was locked up, I just kept spraying oil in the piston and just working it back and forth. And then when it finally freed, I turned it over with a drill a whole bunch of times. So I'm sure rubbing that rust into it didn't help. Yeah, there's still pitted right here too. I don't even know where my hone is. I don't really do this kind of work anymore. I don't even know if these valves seal. So if these valves don't seal, then it's probably a good indication that our steam engine isn't going to work anyway. So, yeah, this could just be a total waste of time. I guess if I end up posting this video, we'll know that it worked. Sometimes if you're careful, you can work the rings down like this by hand. Anybody that knows me will know that I'm an expert at using the wrong tools for the right job. I've actually put motors together when I was a kid and didn't even put any piston rings in them, and the freaking thing still ran. I don't know how that works, but alright, I think that's gonna work. You could feel the grit grinding when I push a piston in there. How good it's gonna work, I don't know. Anything's possible, I guess. Yeah, let's put some oil on this. Like I said, I'm just winging this because I don't even know if it's going to work or not, so it'd be really cool if it does. Actually, if it does work, I'll try to build a nicer one. I really want to put this in a boat, like a little boat or something. Figures the wrong size on there. I'm sure that piston coming loose will, or that connecting rod bearing that's loose, ought to mess with the timing a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, I'm going to have to do some messing around, but the piston's going down, Well, let's go this way, because I think this is the right way. So now you got the intake valve opening to let the air in to push the piston down. Now the exhaust valve's opening. Now I think the timing's off a little bit, but exhaust valve. So you can kind of see how it works. So, I don't know, something like that, I guess. Now what's the problem? You got something hitting here. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know what's hitting. I think it went that way. I guess it just doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to get this busted piece out of here, out of this exhaust. Not sure if I'm going to be able to or not. That's probably not going to come off easy. Alright, so where do we leave off here? Alright, so I got this. I took this thing off of my sandblaster for now. So, you know, it'll work good enough. Actually, surprising because it had the 1/2 inch right on it and everything. So. Oh, that's right. I had to get that one thing out of there, the broken piece. Yeah, that's kind of a pain. Alright, that's good enough. There we go. Alrighty. I think that'll work pretty good. There's only one way to find out, I guess. It's one of these things I've always wanted to do, but I don't know why, I just never did it. So, I can say it's the moment I've been waiting for my whole life. I can't say this is on the top of that priority list. Love my impact thing. I use this for everything. Alright. Well, I can tell you this much. There's only one thing left to do. I just looked at my regulator on the air compressor and it looks like I got about 80 pounds in there. So, let's see what happens. Oh, no way. No way. Oh, yeah. Wow. Let's see if it runs the other way. Oh. No, I don't think so. No way. I can't believe it. The first attempt. Seriously, the first attempt. Holy crap. The first attempt. I mean, I'm gonna have a chip on my shoulder now. Oh, this is awesome. I don't really know what else there is to do now. I gotta be honest, I did not expect this thing to work. I really did not expect this to work. I'm just like, my mind is blown right now. I can't believe this thing actually works. I mean, I figured this was just gonna be a waste of time, and I was just gonna make a video and probably not even upload it because it didn't work. You gotta get it right in the right spot though. Alright. I'm not sure. I'm gonna figure out how much power this thing has. I'm gonna charge my air compressor up, and I'm gonna do something to figure out how much power this thing has. So we'll be back in a second here. Alright, well, the air compressor was charging up. I put the gearbox back on. Like I said, this is about a 5-to-1 reduction. So this has to spin 5 times for that to go around once. So I'm going to do a couple different things here. I'll put a socket on that and grab onto it while it's going, and I'll grab onto that pulley while it's going. That's about all I could think of right now for like a power test. I mean, I could always hook it up to something later, but I'll put this socket on here, kind of try to slow it down, see what happens. So I got the air compressor charged up, and I'm running about 100 psi right now. So let's see what we can do. I mean, it's got enough power. I was holding on to this with all my might right here. This pulley. I was clamping onto that hard, and I couldn't stop it. This here, I could stop it easier, but it makes sense. I mean, it's got 5 times the torque on that side. It's really screaming now. Now that I got 100 pounds in there. Well, there it is. I mean, that's freaking cool, man. I didn't expect this to work. Well, there it is. Yeah, I mean, this is cool. I really didn't expect this thing to work. This is crazy. I guess next time I get a day where I can screw around and do nothing, I might get an old 5-gallon propane tank and make a steam boiler for it and plug it in here. I mean, it seems to be pretty efficient. I mean, I just did all that running I just did, and the air compressor only went down like 10 pounds. I got a 60-gallon air compressor, but I mean, it's pretty efficient, you know, for what it is. And you see how small the piston was. I mean, the piston was only like that big, so. But yeah, I mean, when I try to hold on to this pulley right here on the gear reduction, I couldn't stop it with all my might. So I mean, it's got plenty of torque. And it sounded, I wish I had a tachometer of some sort, because it really sounded like it was ripping pretty good. I mean, I'd probably say it was going at least 2 to 2,500 RPMs, something like that. Maybe faster, maybe slower, I'm not sure, but yeah, well, yeah, cool. So, well, I guess I'll end this video here. I had pretty fun. I had a lot of fun doing this, and you know, like I said, we'll wait until the parts come in for the skid steer, and yeah, I guess you'll probably see this video first, but anyway, yeah, you'll see this video first, and then yeah, so you already know about the skid steer project, I guess. Not a big deal. I get confused. I'm doing like 2 or 3 recordings at once here, so I'm not the best multitasker in the world. So, alright, well, thanks for watching, and well, we'll see you in the skid steer video, I guess, since I spoiled that surprise.